All right, so we're about to get started. Welcome back to the next podcast on the 98 Shooters channel. This show doesn't really have a name yet, and I think that's good. I feel like everything doesn't have to be named. Nothing has to be so formal, even though we're on a big ass set instead of in my living room this time. I'm here with Casso. Y'all probably know him already.
Hello. In my Midwest.
Very
kids.
talented guy. I think he raps or some shit like that. What do you do?
Me? I'm a clay pot connoisseur.
Okay.
Yeah. I really do shit right with my hands.
Anything else? Like what?
From time to time, I write a couple poems, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Before we get into it for real, can I just ask you, like, what did your grades look like so I can figure out?
My grades?
Yeah, I just want to know, like, if you're really
a Chanel vintage student. Straight C's.
Okay.
All
No, that's
C's.
good. That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's literally good enough.
I feel like that's fine. Like, you know.
That you
who the
passed.
fuck gets A's, bro?
I mean, real overachievers, real people that strive. But, I mean, that's good enough. You passed, I think, right?
I definitely had to do community service for missing so much school.
You know how a lot of rappers give you the story on how, like it was just over when they turned 12 and they just didn't go to school anymore?
My teacher said I wouldn't be shit.
Nigga, your teacher thought you was an aspiring student. Like, you really could have went somewhere.
I thought I could have been like a psychologist or something.
So, before we really get started, can we talk about last night?
Oh yeah, Shawty was doing blow for sure. She was shaming her friend, and then she had one clogged nostril. Like, okay, that's foul. She was mad niggas were smoking cigarettes.
To give y'all some context, we went to this random
Dive bar.
heavy metal biker dive bar in Hollywood.
No.
And it was supposed to be it's supposed to be a little bit more than burlesque, but I wouldn't really call it like a full stripper show because there was only one stripper. So I'm gonna say maybe it was like performance arts, but nobody was there. It was just us,
Mobile stripper.
that
pole.
one stripper, and then this random like lady and dude we thought was a couple, but clearly they're not.
Yeah,
Nah.
nah.
She
We
sat
thought he
down
was
at our
fucking.
table.
Until she talked.
So we're into maybe 4 or 5 minutes into the most meaningless conversation when she randomly comes up to our table. The dude she was with comes up next to us and he kind of like turns towards me. So if you were like sitting straight, you couldn't see him. And I just hear sniffing sounds like. And I'm like, there's no way he just did a bump right here.
Then he offered.
But before, like, I don't know if y'all saw what I saw first, because I seen him grab the key and then he sniffed, and I'm like, there's no way he did a key bump, and then he offered it. And then I was like,
For the community, for good health.
I was going back and forth in my mind, like, am I about to take a little key bump right here from this stranger? Because I don't put it past me. I might just do it.
After a couple beers.
It's happened before, so who knows?
Shout out her TJ, mommy makeover surgeon. Went
She
crazy.
had the craziest BBL. The rest of like her face was botched, but she had the crazy BBL.
Shout out JT with the beautiful headlights.
The headlights is crazy.
Queen Elizabeth died like a year ago, bro. she did, bro. It's like a memorial.
I forget that there's countries out here that still rule in like monarchies. Like there's actual kings and queens out here still to this day.
All the short kings.
When our presidents are a bunch of fucking clowns.
Election year's next year. You gonna vote?
I'm voting for Kanye.
For yay.
Absolutely.
That's wild.
Because what else is there? What else? Like what's? At least if we do that, we're in for a real show.
I'm really for Cardi B running for president. I'm so for it.
I can't do it.
She's really knowledgeable with the politics.
I can't do it. I would prefer somebody like Summer Walker. Or no, Sexy Red.
Sexy Red
That's
campaign.
the best candidate.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for the whole.
That should be the next national anthem.
Dude.
They need to replace that with Looking
It'd
for
be
Others.
another baby boom.
Or if it's not that, it's Hellcats and SRTs. It should be the national anthem.
SRTs.
I feel like that's the Midwest anthem.
I like Chanel. How's it go?
It goes, I can't believe I'm about to do
Give
this.
me the money.
He claps too. He goes, I like Chanel. I like the bag. Give me money.
Give me money.
Are you a Drewski fan? I'm talking to somebody that's off camera. Do you know who Drewski is?
No. Don't.
We're gonna have to cut
It's
that
okay.
out. We're gonna cut. I'm gonna put you on the Drewski later.
Your life's about to change.
Yeah, you're gonna see some shit.
Could have been records.
That whole thing didn't make
Wait,
sense.
is that a musician?
No, he's not. He's not. He's more of a comedian, and he does like
He's a
Instagram
comedian.
skits.
Shout out to the voice crack that just happened on this mic.
hmm
I don't really watch comedians. Except for Trevor Noah, he's so funny.
Well, he started with like Instagram comedy, like just making random skits.
Okay. Or like,
The frat
Like
boy.
he does.
one.
He doesn't
like,
really
puns
do
and
stand up.
everything? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember when, like, that?
Yeah, but
He
like
opened up
actually,
for Jack
but he's
Harlow.
actually funny, like Lele Pons,
Exactly,
but somebody that's
okay.
actually funny.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Okay,
They're coming out with a Toy Story 5.
getting back into Casso. As long as actually I don't know. Let's see.
Yep.
I feel like I should see a red light on here, but I don't. Oh no, it's good. I really don't know why it cut off. It might be dead.
Give me money. Give me.
I want you to know I'm trying to leave all this shit
Give me
in.
money.
No cuts.
No
just
cuts.
All the random
He
moments.
got the Draco grip on the camera. It's insane. The wood grain is
This is
insane.
a special.
Talk about
Honestly,
The Lion King.
hold on. Before that,
Okay.
before we get into the Lion King, right? We want to
Yeah.
actually get into our guests. So, if y'all haven't heard his music yet, Casso is actually a really great rapper. He's a great artist overall. I think we should really get into how this started. Like when did you decide you were gonna take rap seriously? Because I feel like a lot of people will ask an artist how long you've been rapping, but when did you actually decide to take it seriously?
2017, freshman year of college, and literally, I was just skipping class, going to the library, making music, and I was like, "This shit's fun," and it's like, why am I spending this amount of money to go to school when I could just be making music? Like, why would I not just? I think I put my loan towards music. I think I
That's
spent,
smart.
I put it towards my like studio time and shit. Yeah.
What was the song that like that made you decide all that? Like what moment was it that said I can actually do this for real?
I wrote one song. I wrote a song called Genesis, my first song, and then I was like, but I spent a whole summer writing this song, and it's the most obnoxious rap song I've heard because it's literally like 3 16-bar verses, which is so unnecessary. But I had to prove I could rap to myself, and next thing you know, I was like, I could do this a little bit.
I don't think that's unnecessary. I mean, I feel like if you were to drop
I sure
that
as hell
today,
not listening to a 4-minute rap song of niggas just rapping, bro.
not today, but if you think back, like that's around the time an artist like Logic, when he was actually cool and respectable, dropped 44 bars, and then he dropped 44 more.
Facts.
Those are both hard. Those were hard as fuck.
Was dope.
I feel like that's needed, at least for the time frame we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Logic was a huge inspiration. That was at one point.
So where do you go from that?
From
Being in college, you're taking it serious now. You invested in it. What happens next? Like you drop Genesis. Is it received well or like what?
it received well. Like it went to my head when at a certain moment you see like bigger names like comment and shit.
Mhm.
But then like I just went out and just did the footwork. I was like, let's do shows. And I was doing all these open mics, you know, up and down like the East Coast and just locally back in Ohio. And I realized, oh, a lot of these folks here are ass, and I'm pretty good. Like, you know, I'm at least like top 3 every time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a competition. That's the only way people show up. You know, the fans are all other musicians, but that's how I figured out I was good.
I think that's special because I've also been to a lot of open mics. I've seen a lot of niggas that were trash. I tried to rap. I don't even call it trash. It was alright.
It was
But
cool.
when you see somebody that that's like really good and like really has something, like it's almost kind of surreal because you hear it, you look at them, you hear their voice, you hear the lyrics, and then you match it up to the face, and it's like this is a winning combo that might actually take this shit far.
That's literally how it was. Like everybody, I feel like people had to tell me though. Like if people didn't
Sure.
tell me, I would have never like. It
'Cause
would
how
have
do you
never
know?
registered. It would have never registered.
I mean, you'll hear
Never.
from artists that'll be like, I went to the studio one time and I heard my voice and I just knew it was lit. That's bullshit. Like
Niggas
you
an
don't
ass.
really know.
Not at all.
Unless you're in the studio barred the fuck out, then anything's cool. But
Yeah.
that's
Unless
just
you're
not cool to
real,
this day.
bro. Shut up. Unless you're real, that's it.
okay, so you're starting to do shows. What are these shows looking like as far as crowds? As far as like somebody who might be there and it's not their first time hearing the song, so you can kind of see them like, actually rapping along with you. Like how's it been seeing that and then starting to grow a little bit of a fan base?
I haven't done too many shows since I've been out here. But you talking about like in that open mic time?
Yeah, like just the beginning.
Well, cause like I was rapping too quick, so people couldn't just like follow along.
Okay.
Like people aren't not gonna sit there and rap with me, but like they would know the songs and they would like sing the hooks with me and shit. That was dope. Like just seeing that, having that little, it made you feel good. That's all. It definitely brushes the ego a little bit.
That's fire though.
It felt good though.
That's
It
fire.
felt
Though.
good.
Can I ask you like what happened? What was it looking like for you and the girls around that time? Like you catching random DMs, you see more girls following
that's
you.
forever.
Like, how is?
Yeah, well, like it wasn't when I went to college. I knew I had it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh, when I went to college, I found out, oh, I was good looking in some sense. Like that's boosted my confidence up 1,000%. That's when I realized like, oh, I can really talk to girls, and then that's when they started like DMing me, and then once I did the show, when I found I started rapping, and it was like, oh, he's actually good. It was over with. I had good times.
That's just the best. That's what it's all about.
Ain't nothing
Fuck the art.
like getting a DM off the clout. It's kind of crazy.
Fuck the art. That's what it's all about. That's better than getting paid sometimes.
Ain't no facts.
All right, so
Paying pussy.
this is all still like 2017, 2018.
Yeah. All the way up to, I would say, 2019. And then I, like, disappeared.
So now in 2023, you're living in California,
Yeah.
pretty much the LA area. We've met in like early 2018, but we didn't really get like
Actually, no, we
close.
met in 2017.
In 2017.
Yeah. Actually, the same song, Genesis, because Kiwan brought me in you guys' dorm room.
Mhm.
And he was like, he was doing music at the time. And he had the whole setup in there. And Kiwan was like, oh, yeah, my nigga Mike raps. So I'm like, bet. And they're all like, yeah, word, okay. Well, rap for us, nigga. And these niggas sat there and listened to me spit like 32 bars.
That shit was funny.
It was so unnecessary. It was quiet in the room and everything. Niggas, and afterwards, niggas like, pretty good.
Nigga can rap. That's pretty much.
I did
it.
not
Like,
know how to
this nigga can rap.
perceive that.
That was he literally showed up and rapped, and I was like, all right. Because when you hear a nigga can rap, like you never know what to think of it. Like,
I hate hearing
like
that.
9 times out of 10, you about to listen to some bullshit over a beat, and that just wasn't that. That was like, and like, what do you say? Like a nigga came and actually rapped, and it was like, oh shit.
I think we put the beat on too. Nigga. You know how many times I rapped that same verse? Oh my god.
But okay, so we take 2017 to you moved out here in 2022 or 2021?
2022. May 2022.
From then, that's like, was that 5 years? Like something like that?
Yeah,
4 or 5
I
years.
put some footwork in.
So it took almost 5 years for us to really get as close as we are now. Because I moved like a while ago. I've been here for a minute, but just to like see the beat. I think I went to one of your first shows too. It was like in the park or something. It was like downtown Toledo, like a park.
Oh my god, it was the Outside Boombox 3.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Boom the Bomb.
It was Boom the Bomb.
It was at Promenade Park. See, but at that time I thought it was a legit the Promedica spot.
Mm-hmm.
So they had like a little stage there, and we showed up and like, oh, this is some bullshit. It was good for the culture.
It was cool. I mean, to see
It's something that doesn't happen too often there.
to see that, and then to see you do a show in a place like Sunday Sounds, where you're surrounded by peers and people who like really are genuine fans of music, people who like have real connections to the industry. Like you're performing in front of different A&Rs, in front of different marketing directors, different managers, and other artists, and to see that be so well received, it's good. Like that's That's something I wish I could witness for all my friends. and
That
people
changed
I
the
fuck with.
trajectory of what I have going on. Like,
I think so for sure.
it definitely changed the trajectory. Like, got some good eyes on me. You know.
I feel like it has to be tough, kind of navigating what do you do next at that place. Like you're in a position now where you meet so many people who could realistically change things in your life or put you on to a new opportunity. What is it like navigating through these business relationships and friendships and making sure like you put the right pieces on the chessboard to set yourself up for something bigger?
What's that like for me?
Yeah, what's that like? Like, is it? And then when I'm asking it, I mean, like, what's it like for you mentally? Like,
Stressful.
Like, how much?
It can almost be stressful. And then I finally come to the point where it's like, just, I mean, I consider people will say lucky,
Mm-hmm.
whereas, like, I just kind of just go with the flow. Like, I don't force nothing. The only thing I force is, like, being lazy and I gotta apply pressure. That's the only thing I force anytime. That and, like, a 7th shot. That's it.
You said a 7th shot.
Yeah, a 7th shot.
That's
yeah.
funny. What is your drink of choice today? Because when I first met you, you was trying to drink Hennessy.
Like nowadays, what I would drink, like liquor.
Yeah.
I'm still Hennessy. Still, I'll drink a wine. Actually, I'll have a glass of wine.
That shit is over with.
Pinky up.
The Hennessy, the cognac days in general, like nothing good
You're tripping.
comes from that anymore.
You're tripping. I've had great time.
I've had great times for sure, but like I'm to the point where
You drink tequila now.
as I should, as a grown man, that's what you should be drinking. Like
Drink
me,
vodka.
I'm 25 now. I can't spend multiple days a week black the fuck out because I decided to drink my own bottle of Douce.
I drank
or
3
Hennessy.
times this week.
Didn't it feel good?
It kind of felt.
You didn't drink
it felt
Hennessy
youthful.
either of those
I feel
times,
like I'm
too.
old. You said what?
I said you didn't drink Hennessy either of those times either.
I didn't actually. I drank mezcal and a bunch of fucking beer. Actually, I took a shot of tequila last night too,
Mm-hmm.
which was unexpected.
It's good for you.
Fuck that, dude. I don't like tequila. Tequila's disgusting.
I'm not even going.
It's disgusting.
We're not gonna do this back and forth. That shit is the best, and that's what I'm gonna stand on.
I'm a real alcoholic.
So, can you explain what it's like to just make a song out the blue, like
I
you
got
you
you.
need to put something together, so you should probably make some songs. Tell me what it's like just making a song out of nowhere.
Making a song out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
If it's flowing, fucking amazing. It's like literally the best feeling. You just keep listening. You're like, that shit's hot. Like that shit is hot. And then when you're trying to like actually write some shit, it kind of is the most dreadful process for me. I legit hate it sometimes. I have a love-hate relationship with music though.
What's the longest you've spent working on one song?
I'd say a good like 6 months.
That's a long ass time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried, so I can see how, but that's a long ass.
Cause like I like to like revise over and over again.
for sure.
But I'd say recently, but recently in the past couple of years, I haven't spent too long on songs.
Have you, like, I know you have relationships with other artists. Have you ever talked about when it's flowing? Is it a thing for you to like hear yourself saying the bars in your head, like you're writing down what you hear yourself say?
I actually just say a bunch of gibberish at first. Like
in a flow, like in a pocket, just like.
Yeah, I find that pocket and I find like the gibberish I'd say, and then I think of I put like words that make no sense together,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think of a subject, like what is the subject I actually want to talk about, like what's the feeling I get, and then I find the words and I put the words in there like a little grid, like a little puzzle.
That makes sense.
I puzzle it the whole way through. So, some people just be saying whatever.
No, I feel like when you're saying whatever, you're not really thinking about the actual song structure and like the formula of making a song.
Yeah, like I have to change my flow, like my rhyme scheme at least every. I will never like have the same rhyme scheme for more than 6 bars. Never. I can't do it. It drives me insane.
I've always felt like I heard, like I can hear the bars. Like if I'm listening to the instrumental, I can hear what I'm about to say, and then I just write that down. But then, like for me, that stops like abruptly. Like if I don't do it immediately, then like the song is gone, and then I'm off that, and I just turn the shit off and go play Call of Duty.
I'll definitely write one song to like 7 beats.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't keep on the same beat. Like I'll literally play. I'll know like, oh, this beat's gonna be the song, but I'll like write to like literally 20 different fucking beats.
What has your experience been finding producers out here, and like how has that worked out for you?
It's been dope, actually. It's a new experience for me because as an artist, you're trying to always find someone that you can like really rock with the whole way.
Mm-hmm. But
I find myself struggling to find someone like that to like, oh, this is my 40, you know what I'm saying? And like Momo, like when I came across Momo and played beats for me, it was like when it felt work, it was just dope. Like it felt good to like finally have someone like on the same wavelength at some point.
Especially someone like him. Like Momo's a good dude. Not only is he like very talented, he's just a good dude. Like we could hang out without doing anything related to music at all.
I could definitely get drunk with Momo.
Because the whole, like, if you think about it, right, finding a producer is literally, if you're not doing it through like DMs on Instagram, it's you're out at an event and you either walk up to him or they walk up to you like, oh dude, I heard your shit, and then you're like, oh, what, you make beats? Like let me hear something, and then from that point, like after that random interaction, it's like
literally
you're realistically like just about to go to this dude's house.
Literally met him at Sunday Sounds. Actually, I seen him like 2-3 times before I even like really had a conversation with them. We just like, all right, Instagram, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
You're a producer and artist, cool. And then it was like one day it was just like I was kicking with some other artists and they was working with him and I was like, this dude's dope. And then I was like, I gotta get on this. And I said, yo, let's link, and we did it. And we recorded the whole first experience, which was even cooler, you know.
Which is fire.
Yeah, the whole process of the song. Actually.
One day I hope, like y'all know how it is with artists. Niggas be trying to keep that footage. So I hope one day y'all get to see it. 'Cause it's fire.
They will.
I don't want it to be.
It will never be wasted.
30 years down the line, and it's a genius doc, and I'm about to edit the footage 30 years later, and now we got to get into it, and he trying to sue me over the rights to the footage, and I put that shit out anyway.
Cease and desist.
And I got my assistant emailing your assistant, fuck you, bitch, I beat your ass.
Man.
No, but on a more serious note, like, where do you see yourself going from here? Because you're definitely at a place where it feels like it's almost any day now when you're gonna get discovered by the right person, and there's gonna be some crazy deals on the table for you. So like, where do you see yourself going from there? And if you could also describe what your ideal signing or distribution deal would look like for you, like what would you want that to be?
Right now, I want something short term.
Okay.
But the feeling I get right now is almost, I'd say, mostly nerve wracking. And that's because, well, I've never experienced anything like this. And secondly, it's like, it's really in my hands now. Like, it's always, you know what I'm saying? It's always on you. But this time, like, all the opportunities are popping up, and it's all about execution. But what sucks right now is, like, I'm in a writer's block. It's been so tough. But that like, weighs heavy on me. Because it's right there. Like, I can see it. Like, I can see literally what I want is literally right there now. And I just got to take a couple steps.
Do you feel like there's a time limit on this? Like, are you...
I did at first. I was scared at first. But I'm like, I might miss these opportunities. And then I just thought about, like, man, there's so much money out there that is being made with people we don't even know.
Real music is also timeless. Like,
yeah,
we're in a whole wave of people trying to catch the next moment and the next viral artist, but
it's now.
That shit doesn't last. I know so many people who have no idea who any new artist is, and they've been listening to the same 2000s R&B.
Yeah,
that's it.
No, literally.
So, real music lasts. Real talent lasts. I think it's just a matter of time, bro. I feel like it's still any day now.
I definitely think that. I just feel like I'll feel more comfortable once, like, I'm really, like, in a flow state again. Because once I'm in a flow state again, it's like, all right, it's go time. And I feel like that's coming sooner than later.
So, The last question I really have for you is, what do you envision once rap is done?
Rap is done.
Once rap is done, or are you? Do you feel like it'll ever end? And even if it doesn't, like what do you want to do when you're no longer an active artist? Let's say that.
Well, first, let's figure out what we want to make some more money in. But I definitely want to write some screenplays for sure. I don't know what yet, but got time to figure that out, you know.
Okay.
But after everything, I definitely want like a farm. I definitely want to have a whole ass farm.
You buy a farm right now. What's the first animal you get on it?
Chickens, easy.
Why?
Cause they're not that hard to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And I can have infinite eggs, bro. I'm an egg nigga. I eat eggs, bro. At least 3 for breakfast every day.
I haven't had eggs in like 6 weeks, at least. But I don't grocery shop, so it's.
Hey, Roddy
it's
gives me shit
understandable.
for drinking milk. I just want to let y'all know, it's hurting
I
my
do.
feelings now.
I don't because he like it's not like a little bit of milk with some cereal or something like that. This man drinks a tall glass
Of
with ice
cold
cubes in it.
milk with ice cubes in it.
I don't.
I hate. He gives me so much shit about it, like it's the worst thing on the planet. And then he goes to like Wendy's. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, what did milk do to you?
What did I? The
Like,
last time
fuck
we
your
went to
stomach
Wendy's
up.
though, what did I get?
Got a salad.
No, all right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Niggas
right?
think I'm out here eating Dave's doubles, nigga. I got a fucking Cobb salad from Wendy's.
It's ridiculous.
But any last thing you want to say to the people watching this before we wrap this shit up?
If you do drugs, do half.
I like that. All right, y'all. This has been the what did I say? What we calling this? The bullshit podcast.
Bullshit podcast.
This has been. I just froze up. I just hit y'all with a Mitch McConnell.
Next
Is
time.
that his name? Do you know who that is?
No.
The old white
that old-
governor who just like
The nigga who left his card in the card reader.
No. Was that him? I just see him freezing
just
up at
sits
the
there.
podium.
He just hit one of those. Like, he hit a Biden where I'm at.
I'm weak. But yeah, man, I hope y'all fucked with this episode. Who knows if I'll leave this outro in? Who knows if I'll actually cut out
Might as well.
some of the wild moments that we had in between here. But shit, watch the next one if I upload it.
You gotta talk more shit.